good morning time, good evening time, good afternoon time, even though I'm not in frame. Whatever the case may be, in your part of the world. Crisscross and Wise. And today, I gotta clean up this damn shop, man, because I'm trying to get started on my bomber build and I can't find shit. Oops. Maybe I shouldn't be cussing on this one. Damn, you fast, bro. You are fast, man. I mean, you like Reese Lightning. I just hit the button 5 seconds ago. How you do that? Anyway, Lou, this video ain't going, well, this stream really ain't going to interest you too much, bro, because you probably know all of this stuff, man, but I'm just going to go over a few things once again, because I got a few new subs, and I just want them to know a few things about myself. So, yeah. But, anyway. Oh, you was on Discord, huh? Yeah. But I'm trying to give a little background about myself today. Because like I've always said in the past, or on a couple of my videos, I have only been in the e-bike game. Let's see, we're in October now. 10 months. I don't know, it could be going on a year. We getting close to a year. It's definitely like 10 months because I started this around January. So yeah, I'm getting up there in my YouTube age. I'm almost a year old. But anyway, I had just started e-biking in January of this year. Well, kind of like November last year. I got a skateboard. I guess I should say PEVs. I got a skateboard, Repo V3. Then I got a Varley Eagle 1. Then I got a Zugo Rhino. That was my first e-bike. So, here I am 10 months later, and I'm working on e-bikes and got a YouTube channel. How and why is that? And I've always said, because I already had an extensive background in electronics. I've been doing electronics my whole life, pretty much. High school, I took all electronics courses in high school. Electronics 1, 2, 3. When I graduated high school, I went to a vocational college, which was, back then it was called RETS. RETS was Radio Electronic Television School. They closed. It ain't saying so much, but actually they turned into something else. They turned into what's now called Test College. But they used to be RETS, Radio Electronic Television School. I went there 2 years and got an electronic engineering degree. And honestly, it was pretty much trash because I pretty much knew most of that stuff already, although I learned a whole bunch of theory and background in electronics, how to calculate circuits, design circuits, and all that, a whole bunch of digital fundamentals, AND gates, NAND gates, OR gates, all that kind of shit to build clocking circuits, robotic type stuff. But anyway, it didn't help me with anything that I chose to do in life. Back in the 90s, I had a car stereo shop and basically an aftermarket auto shop. We did rims, spoiler kits, graphics, but mainly car stereo, because I was into that car stereo stuff real heavy back then. That's back in the day where booming systems was really booming systems, back when they had the bazooka bass tubes and all that, back in the day. So yeah, and I did pretty good with that. And yeah, I love doing that kind of stuff. Did alarm systems, remote starts, keyless entry, all that type of stuff. And yeah, that was my field. That's just stuff I like doing. I mean, I was the guy in the neighborhood that had the loud system before I opened the shop. And I was so good at that, hooking up my buddy's systems and all that, I decided to open a shop. And the shop did fairly well until unfortunately I ended up going on one of those vacations that you don't want to go on, you know, those unplanned vacations. And you know, I have no shame in my game about speaking on my background. And it wasn't because of something I'd done. It was because I was with some knuckleheads that didn't know what they was doing. Not to say that back in those days when I was young, I wasn't running around buck wild doing any and everything I was big enough to do. However, when I did what I did, I was good at doing what I did, and I never got caught. I got caught up with somebody else because they were knuckleheads. But anyway, I don't want to talk on about that. But like I said, I'm here to give some disclosure, because oftentimes I get people asking me, you know, how did I learn this, or how do I know what I know? And I tell them all the time, you know, that I'm still very new and fresh in the e-biking industry. But because of my background, made it real easy for me to convert into e-bikes. I mean, I was one of those kids that had remote control RC cars, the kind that you build yourself. And I come from a single mom household, so I didn't have no dad. I had a good grandfather though, that was a heck of a mechanic and very good with his hands. He wasn't a mechanic by trade, he was just good at it, had natural ability, kind of like me. And I watched him do everything, learned a lot of stuff from him. I've just always been good with my hands. So that's another thing. But anyway, this e-biking stuff really ain't super hard to me, as I say, because of my background and other stuff helped me transition to this very easily. Man, I don't know where anything is at. That's why I'm getting ready to clean up. I can't find nothing. Really looking at this like, oh, I don't even want to start digging in this mess, but I can't. I'm missing some stuff. Let me see. What else I got to say about that? So, I'm saying all that to say this. There is going to be plenty of e-bike related stuff, certain bikes and certain systems that I have yet to work on, and it's definitely going to be new to me as well. So my channel is a DIY channel, a modding channel. At the same time, I'm learning what I'm learning. I'm trying to share what I'm learning with other people and try to make it as easy as possible for people who don't have electronic backgrounds and good mechanical skills. So I feel like if it's shown the right way, anybody can learn anything. And that's the great thing about YouTube, man. You can learn anything on YouTube. I love YouTube. Oh man, did I start with a low battery? No. 60%. that should be plenty for what I got to say. But yeah, there's going to be plenty of stuff that I don't know, plenty of stuff I know. But one thing for sure, what I do have is confidence in my ability to learn. That I have tons of. Yes, I'm very confident about my abilities and skills. I feel like I can learn any. If I see it one time, I got it. It's done. Don't ever let me see you doing something by trade, whatever your trade is, your skill, and I watch you do it. I got it. I've stolen your skill just that quick. Cause that I'm good with. I just, you know, you good with your hands, you good with your hands, you good with your, and you got a decent brain. That's all you need most of the time. And I do have one of those. Even though a lot of times you may see some of my sentences in the comment section, my words may be spelled all crazy and wrong. Not that I don't know how to spell, but I use swipe. I'm an Android guy, so I use swipe. And a lot of times when I'm texting, I do accidentally text spellings of words wrong. The first time I may type it wrong or swipe it wrong, and then it gets saved into my Android dictionary. So the next time I go back and I'm swiping and I'm trying to type a word, it automatically inserts the misspelled word. And I don't proofread stuff, so after I post it and go back, I see that people are like, you need spell correction. Yeah, well, my spell correction goes back and uncorrects it. Puts in the incorrect spelling all the time. So I really need to turn that off because it hurts me more than it helps me. I have no clue what I did with the gooseneck part of my handlebar. Man, I'm sure it's going to turn up somewhere. Not only that, tools and stuff are all over the place. So I just got to try to get organized so I know where stuff is at. I did try to do the speed test yesterday on the Ebikes, and that was a fail. Now, let me tell you, when I got this bike, the previous owner told me on level 5, the top high speed level, when you max it out, it's going to cut off. And I mean, how surprising is that? It got a back 8,000 in it, and only the battery is only 100 amps continuous. So yeah, when you max that thing out and you get up to 60, 70 miles, almost 70 miles an hour, that controller cuts the BMS off and cuts power. So he had told me that, and told me if you leave it in 4, it won't do it. But come on, y'all know me. Just like I said, why the hell would they put a big ass controller in a bike like that that wasn't capable of delivering the power that that controller needs? So that's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, that is why that controller is coming out, and Saviton is going in. That back is going on my race bike, and yeah, that's what's happening. Lou, it look like it's just gonna be me and you here today, buddy. I'm just gonna be talking to you, but I'm sure at some point somebody's gonna see this video. But yeah, that's fine and dandy, fine by me, and I ain't got to be answering a whole lot of questions, except I know you got some, plenty. But yeah, bro, I'm not even gonna worry about where the rest of this stuff is. I'm gonna try to find it as I need it. But I do need to know where my tools are. My soldering irons. Remember I went on that little repair mission the other day, so I took stuff with me. And yeah, some of that stuff may be in the car. That's probably where some of the stuff is that I'm looking for. I'm not good with organization. I got stuff everywhere. Well, I mean, I'm good at organizing it. I always put the stuff up in a nice spot and have everything all situated and sorted out. But then when I get to working, shit goes everywhere. I don't put it back where it belongs. And then I can't find stuff. So I've been working on that. I waste a lot of time looking for stuff, and a lot of times it's right in my face. Maybe I better get me some better glasses, because these ain't even real glasses. These are like some halfway reading glasses, but I can see with them. Man, that motor, I gotta tear that motor apart. I wish before I started opening it up to take that hall sensor out, I should have sprayed that thing and cleaned it prior to that, because this thing is filthy on the top. It's got a whole bunch of grease on it, man. It is dirty. So yeah, I should have degreased this thing. Yeah, I should have did that before I opened it up. But now I'm gonna have to work on it with some gloves on, and I'm gonna clean it up. I'm just gonna have to be really careful. Stick something in this top, and we're gonna get all the grease off of this. I hate working on dirty stuff, man. That's why I would never be a mechanic, because that's a dirty job. But yeah, just more proof that that back is way too much for that bike, and it needs to come out of there. Of course, you know I want to take it out there anyway. So all I need is more excuses to do so. I started putting these forks and stuff together. I think this is where I'm going to start. Put the wheels on this thing. Stay like that. I've been wanting to see that. See how just that fast I sit something down, don't know where the hell I put it. Yeah, man, that's bad. Always do it all the time. Oh, wait a minute. I'm forgetting something. That's why I should have cleaned up. Then I wouldn't know where shit was at. Yeah, because right now I have no clue. That is why I said I need to get organized and straighten up first. Haha, I found it. Yeah, man. People don't like when you act like you know too much or think you know too much. And like I've always said from the beginning, I have never disputed that. I said, man, I'm fresh when it comes to this e-bike stuff, man. I just started this year, January. But my confidence level and the ability to learn fast and quickly, yeah. And my background helps out a whole lot. So that gives me an edge. Somebody got quite upset with me because I was advancing a little faster than them in this. And I mean, I'm like, man, listen, I got a background in electronics, bro. I mean, of course I'm gonna pick this up a little faster than you. But that particular person, and they want to call me a know-it-all, but they claim they know everything. And I ain't just talking about e-bikes. I don't care what you're talking about. You can be talking about anything. And they gonna be the master of it. So, got mad with me. Man, this guy, I had another buddy. We was tight. We was tighter than Dick's hat band. And when I met him, when I met them, I met this guy. They came on my channel trying to school me and tell me stuff. That's how we met. And then they actually told me like 3 months later, man, and they were honest about it. They said, yeah, man, I didn't like you at first because I knew you had just started and you were already doing this and doing that 3 months, and here I've been doing this stuff for 2 years or something. I don't know, something like that. So they admitted in the beginning that they didn't like that. And then eventually later on, that same issue came up again and we fell out about it. I mean, just out the blue one day. We was talking about something, and like I said, man, me and this guy was cool. All of a sudden, one day out the blue, oh, you a fucking know-it-all. You know every goddamn thing. Blah, 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 blah. Next thing I know, we wasn't buddies no more. Oh, well. And then I say, oh, well, but I mean, I'm kind of, it bothers me a little bit. Because like I said, I did like the dude. We was cool. And I couldn't believe it. If we supposed to be cool, then you should be happy. You should be happy for me if we really friends. If you really are my friend, you should be happy that, you know, that's happening and working out for me. It shouldn't bother you. Now, like I said, this bike ain't going to be the bike that I'm going to be trying to explain what I'm doing about, because I'm going to try to get this one done with the quickness. But I just happen to let some stuff air. I'll put it on camera. Some of it, but I'm not going to be trying to explain and do all that stuff with this build. I want to hurry up and get this bike done. Oh, that's right. I remembered that these screws right here for these to hold those shocks on are the same thread pattern as these little bolts that hold on my side panels that I have a whole bunch of extra ones. So I like using them on this match my red and black thing. And no, there is no pressure on this bolt, as what's actually holding all the weight of this shock is that bolt that slides through with the hole in it, with the threads in it. So all this does is keep it from sliding out. So before anybody say that, That's not gonna hold that. It's not holding it. But yeah, man, if anytime I'm working on a bike that I've never worked on before, and somebody is familiar with that bike and knows a secret tip or trick that they can give me and save me some time and enlighten me about, please do so. I welcome it. Let's see, I'm not knower of everything. There's gonna be plenty of bikes I work on in here for the first time that I have no experience about. And I welcome all experienced chat. But don't come telling me no shit that's wrong, cause then I'm gonna talk about you. Let's see. Should have put my gloves on. Relax. Now, I was going to use the extra wide swing arm on this bike, so my thoughts were at some point I could upgrade my rear tire to an extra wide tire. So that's why I initially want to use this large dropout. But when you use this extra wide dropout, you definitely need to order the motor with this size dropout. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of trying to put spacers in there and extra fitment to get that motor and wheel to fit. So for right now, I don't feel like battling with all that. That motor dropout is exactly for this size swing arm, and I ain't gonna make it difficult on myself trying to put spacers and all that kind of stuff for this. And man, when I tell you this damn QS273 is heavy by itself, I really should weigh this damn thing while it's not on the bike. I think they say 50 pounds. I'm not sure about that. It feels like 50 pounds. Matter of fact, let me see if my scale is, I'm curious about that. What you talking about, bro? I ain't say nothing about no washer. Hey! Hey!
I didn't want to interrupt the 13 talking, so I'm pretty sorry.
Thank you very much. How long was you going to stand there?
As long as it took until you turned around and saw. I got it. You go back.
Alright, thank you, thank you. W2. Hey, but, okay.
You have a question?
Nope. Oh, man. It's lunchtime, fellas. Damn. I'm going to sit that down for right now. I don't think I got much time left on this battery well, maybe. Shit. I'm going to eat my damn, whatever that thing is she makes. I don't know, but it's good. So I ain't about to let, damn, I got a few people up in here too. Y'all just going to have to, let me see. Let me put something on worthy of background sound. But I'm damn sure going to eat my lunch. Oh, let's listen to my man the battery guru. Talk about this, some battery technology.
These are the Boston Sonata.
So I know some of y'all gonna be quite disappointed because production is gonna halt for a second, but yeah, I'm gonna eat my shit.
These ones right here. So they come in a.
Do y'all know? Hope y'all know who this guy is.
This is the box.
Jeru Garcia. He is the battery king, as I call him.
Okay, so this is how this module is. It's got 8 cells, and they're all positioned the same way. It's come with these protective film.
Man, that man got enough battery power in his warehouse to
There's some
supply the whole city on 18 650s and 21 700s and all other type of batteries he got.
The negative, they're labeled already negative, positive, right? These are pretty cool. They come already with these holders, so you can use them. You can take them apart and reconfigure them however you want. If you want to run a single cell in series, 8 will be a little bit over. It'll be like 25 volts, I think, nominal, or 26 volts, something like that. So you would need like 7 to do a 24 volt system. But here is what I'm thinking, because they're already like this. All you need to do is spot weld them, right? So I'm playing around with this idea of doing a PCB.
Jeru
right?
Garcia.
And all you do is you lay it down, and then you place them, and then you put another, put 7 of them, and then you put another board, and then
Don't worry, I gobble this shit down in about 3 seconds.
To hold them together, and then after
I wash my hands.
weld, using using the same material that it is to put either wire bond material or just real like nickel strips, right? So that's what I'm playing around, and the first thing to tackle is going to be the mechanical. See if it's easy to do that, right? So I have already made one here, and it turns out it works pretty good. Check it out. Now I'm not going to end up using these bolts. I'm going to use a flatter one so that we can put a layer of board in here, and then it'll be 100% flat right here, so you'll be able to stack one module right next to it. And here's the thing about this, the configuration is limitless here, right? You could put, like on this one, I have it running one all in series, right? So here's 8 cells that are facing what the negative on this side, and then the positive and then negative, right, alternating. So this would end up being a 24 volt module, right? And here's the negative, and you just weld cables.
Yeah,
in
fellas,
here.
that's one of the drawbacks
And
of a
then
live
here's
stream.
the positive, you weld cables in
Wifey
here, right?
come with lunch,
Alternatively,
I gotta
you also
eat
use
this
2 of these modules, put them next to each other, and then just cross from the negative to the positive of the next one, and then you'll have a 16S, no, a 14S module, 48 volts. Each one of these ones is 1 kilowatt hour, just slightly over 1 kilo. So 2 of these together would be 2 kilowatt hours, and you would have 48 volts, right? And these are capable of like 15 amps each or something like that, or something like that, right? So these would be very, very capable battery packs. Now, the other thing that you could do is just run all 8 or all 7 of these modules the same way. So this whole side is the negative, and this whole side is the positive. And then what you can do, then run 7 of these modules, right? Just connected from one side to the next. And then that way, now you just have to manage 8. Like this becomes one big battery, one big cell, right? 1 kilowatt hour worth. And so you would run 7, that would be 7 kilowatt hours of battery. And so that's what I'm playing with. In order to make this work, obviously you'd have to get a good spot welder to spot these in here and see how long it's gonna take and see how much of that we can automate. But definitely, I think whatever we come up with, it will be available. The modules themselves are available. You can buy these on our website already, just the way they are. But in the future, I think we might offer these like as a full module already, either one cell, 1S configuration, or in this case like this 7S configuration, and maybe even a double one that's 14S configuration. But also maybe I'll make these available, the boards themselves and the links to all the hardware, so that it's an open source project and you can actually build this yourself and go to do the work, right? So that if in case you
man, I missed all that. What kind of cells is that he's using, man? I'm gonna have to go back and watch
that
this
people
shit.
need, that is not what we are offering all the time, and so making it
He
open
always
source
got some
allows
good
for
shit.
you guys to be able to do that and just make your custom batteries using these cells and stuff. So anyways, now these are available on our website, jack35.com. Keep an eye out for these modules as soon as we figure out a good spot welding technique. I'm also even thinking of making something where it's just pressure there, right? Like, so because we have so many of these screws that will hold them together, so I'm thinking that maybe just putting pins in here and them touching just with contact, it will be good enough. So of course I'll be designing that and then testing it, see if it actually works and if it actually pushes enough power to be able
See, it ain't
to,
take me long
be a
to
viable
gobble that
option and
shit
stuff.
down.
But I'm playing around with these, and so keep an eye out on these. I will make whatever I come up and whatever works available, so that you guys can build custom battery packs using pretty cool, brand new Boston Power Swing 5300 cells. These are good cells. These are like commonly used in medical equipment, right? So these are high quality stuff, even though they're made in China and stuff. So there you go. Thank you for watching. We will see you on the next video. Bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch that. I ain't seen nothing on them batteries, the specs, the voltage, how much current they can handle. But yeah, Jeru Garcia, the battery man, I watch all his shit. He builds EVs, he sells used cells. A lot of times those cells are, even though they're used, they're good cells. They come out of packs that never been used. They got plenty of life in them. Look, man, you better save yourself some money. DIY some battery packs with some used cells. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to be doing the scale thing. Stem cells. Man, you neck hurting neck. Yeah. Oh man. I'm gonna have to put it on a hard surface. I'm just curious. I'm sure somebody already knows this information.